On April 26, 1986, at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine, Reactor 4 went out of control, exploded, and devastated the region and spread radiation throughout much of Europe. Estimates of the human cost vary, but it seems clear that at least 2,500 people died, over 500,000 were stricken with disease, and millions were affected by the catastrophe. In 1996, on the 10th anniversary of the disaster, I traveled into the Chernobyl exclusion zone, the death zone, at the invitation of the Ukraine Atomic Workers Union to paint a monument for the workers that died, heroically shutting down the plant and removing waste, despite the fact that they faced a fate of horrific death from radiation poisoning. I was sponsored by the Global Labor Federation, ICEM, now named Industrial. We promoted the progressive idea that nuclear workers should be trained as decommissioning workers to guarantee them jobs while eliminating the nuclear threat. I spent time in the power plant and the deserted city of Pripyat, with its acres of abandoned and radiated cars, trucks, and aircraft. I visited homes, schools, and playgrounds rendered uninhabitable by this nightmarish form of energy production. I learned of acts of betrayal and witnessed incredible acts of courage. We painted Monument to the Workers of Chernobyl in the new city of Slavutich, recently under the gun of invading Russian troops. City officials refused to provide a wall for the mural. They objected to our portrayal of workers in protective gear. They said it implies we have a radiation problem. Such bizarre behavior is the legacy of Stalinism and corporate capitalism. As we fought for walls, we produced a portable mural for the 7,000 liquidators still cleaning up the mess 10 years after the explosion. Fed up with the bureaucrats' obstruction, the workers went to a cement factory, constructed 2 enormous concrete slabs, defied the government, and installed them in the center of town. It was an inspiring example of working class militancy. Artists and volunteers faced harsh reprisal to assist in the project. We had little time, but we stood together and we painted. Workers have continued to protect the murals, just as they had defended the name of their workplace, the Vladimir Lenin nuclear power plant. There is no such thing as safe nuclear power. Like all capitalist enterprises, nuclear plants are designed to maximize profits, not safety. Shortcuts and cutbacks in construction and training, media hype, corrupt politicians, and housebroken labor officials are a recipe for more disaster. In the case of Chernobyl, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and imperialist conquest for resources adds to the potential for further disasters at this still unsafe plant. Ukraine workers are carrying on a brave struggle for self-determination, not only dealing with the Russian onslaught, but with US and NATO machinations and Zelensky's anti-labor offensive. The future of human and other species requires us to build a movement to shut down the nukes and end imperialist wars. We in the US have a special responsibility to confront the vast US military machine that threatens the lives of workers everywhere. We have a responsibility to stand in solidarity with the workers of Ukraine. We were proud to paint words from the US labor anthem, Solidarity Forever, that remains true today. From the ashes of the old, we will build a new world.